Assalamualaikum my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are doing fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NFS Home School, and this is Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National and University School, morning shift. Today I am going to take an English first paper class for class 6 students. Our today's topic, lesson 35, discussions. So my dear students, open your book, open your English for today book and go to lesson 35, the garden, page number 101. Okay, lesson 35, the garden. So my dear students, like the previous class, we will do today question answer CW, and you will do today choose the best answer. You will do SW. Listen very carefully. You will do SW, choose the best answer. So let's see our today's class 6, subject English first paper, term annual, lesson 35, the garden discussion. Lecture 11, SW will be 9. Teacher Ariful Islam. This is my mobile number, messenger ID Ariful Bari, and today's date. So my dear students, let's start the class. So lesson 35, the garden, annual term, lecture 11. Read the following text and answer the questions that follows. So we will start the lesson from the middle part, the very important part. Okay, I'm skipping the first part. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted. Now seeds start growing. Frog ran up the path. What is going on? He asked. My seeds will not grow, said Toad. You are shouting too much, said Frog. These poor seeds are afraid to grow. My seeds are afraid to grow, asked Toad. So afraid means terrified. Okay. Yes, said Frog. Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow. That night, Toad looked out his window. Oh no, cried Toad. My seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark. Toad went out to his garden. I will read the seeds a story, said Toad. Toad read a long story to his seeds. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds, and all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds, and all the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not start to grow. We'll move to the next one. What shall I do? What shall I do? Cried Toad. These seeds are still afraid to grow. Then Toad became very tired and he fell asleep. Toad, Toad, wake up, said Frog. Look at your garden. Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were growing up out of the ground. At last, shouted Toad, my seeds are not afraid anymore. And now you will have a nice garden too, said Frog. Yes, said Toad. But you were right, Frog. It was very hard work. So, my dear students, choose the best answer to each questions from the alternatives. This one you will do your SW. So, we will do question answer first. We will do CW, the question answers. So, number 2, answer the following questions. Number A, where did Toad set his head? The question starts with did, so it starts with present past indefinite tense. We will answer the questions with past indefinite tense. So let's come to the story. Toad put his head very close to the ground. So this is the answer. Let's go to the answer. So the answer will be, we'll take subject first. Toad set his head very close to the ground. This is past indefinite tense, that's why set. How will the seeds grow? This is very important. How will the seeds grow? Come to the passage. Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow. So this is the answer. Let's arrange the answer. How will the seeds grow? Number B answer. At first, we should leave the seeds alone for a few days. The sun will shine on them and the rain will fall on them. Then the seeds will start to grow. Number C. What did Toad do that night? Then questions. The answer is here in the passage. That night, Toad looked out his window. Again, we will go to the answer. Answer. What did Toad do that night? Questions. Answer. That night, Toad looked out his window. What did the frog advise the Toad? Answer. Okay. Come to the unit again. The frog advised the Toad that leave them alone for a few days. So this is the advice of the frog. Let's come to the answer. What did the frog advise the Toad? Answer. The frog advised the Toad to leave the seeds alone for a few days. Number E. Why did the Toad fall asleep? Answer. The Toad, come to the passage again. So, Toad became very tired and he fell asleep. So the answer will be, why did the Toad fall asleep? As question starts with did, we have to give past indefinite form of after the subject. The Toad fell asleep because he was very tired. So let's look at the homework number 9. Submit on Sunday. Homework will be lesson 35. Choose the best answer. Lesson 35. Choose the best answer. Homework number 9. Okay, let's see your age tablets. So I am not pointing, okay, so that you can see easily. Number 1, choose the correct answer to each question from the alternatives. Number 1, Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted. Now seeds start growing. Here the word shout is similar to gossip, cry, blow, love. Number 2, let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Here shine means dull, dim, glance, gleam. Number 3, my seeds are afraid to grow. Ask Todd, which of the following words is not a synonym of the word afraid? Bold, frightened, terrified, scared. Number 4, at last shouted Todd, my seeds are not afraid anymore. The term at last means quickly, immediately, finally, directly. Number 5, leave them alone for a few days. Which of the following words has opposite meaning to alone? Unaccompanied, isolated, lonely, together. So again, I'm repeating this time. So it's the best answer to each question from the alternatives. Number 1, Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted. Now seeds start growing. Here the word shout is similar to gossip, cry, blow, love. Number 2, let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Here shine means dull, dim, glance, gleam. Number 3, my seeds are afraid to grow. Ask Todd, which of the following words is not a synonym of the word afraid? Bold, frightened, terrified, scared. Number 4, at last shouted Toad, my seeds are not afraid anymore. The term at last means quickly, immediately, finally, directly. Number 5, leave them alone for a few days. Which of the following words has the opposite meaning to alone? Unaccompanied, isolated, lonely, together. We'll move to next page. Number 6, they must be afraid of the dark. Here afraid means happen, frightened, joyous, sad. Number 7, frog ran up the path. Which of the following words is not a synonym of the word path? Lane, passage, road, blockage. Number 8, and all the next day Toad played music for his seeds. The word next means following, previous, meet, same. Number 9, then Toad became very tired and he fell asleep. What does tired means? Angry, hurt, exhausted, sad. Number 10, They must be afraid of the dark. Which of the following words has opposite meaning to dark? Dim, gloomy, shadowy, bright. I'm reading for the last time. Number 6. They must be afraid of the dark. Here afraid means happy, frightened, joyous, sad. Number 7. Frog ran up the path. Which of the following words is not a synonym of the word path? Lane, passage, road, blockage. Number 8. And all the next day Toad played music for his seats. The word next means following, previous, meet, same. Number 9. Then Toad became very tired and he fell asleep. What does tired means? Angry, hurt, exhausted, sad. Number 10. The last one. They must be afraid of the dark. Which of the following words has opposite meaning to dark? Dim, gloomy, shadowy, and bright. So my dear students, your SW will be homework 9, submit on Sunday. Lesson 35, choose the best answer. Homework 9, submit on Sunday. Lesson 35, choose the best answer. So you have to look the video again from the starting, okay? So my dear students, that's all for today. Do your assign SW at home and submit on Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm in the school library. You will also collect those copies on Sunday within 8 am to 4 pm in the school library. You know your SW is very important because we are giving SBA, CT and diary mark on the basis of the submission of your SW copies, and we are giving 2.5 mark each of your SW copies. Okay, so keep practicing at home. Abide by your parents. Stay safe, stay well. See you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.